Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. Guess who it is? It's Old Potato. He's here, and yeah, that's me, by the way. And we've got some prisoners arriving very, very shortly. We're going to try and do prison maintenance this episode. It's easy enough to do. Maintenance and cleaning, both through bureaucracy. So maintenance and cleaning is here, which we can only unlock after maintenance. Oh, legal. I have not seen this before. Huh. That's cool. That's cool, man. I did not know that we had that, but that's okay. I'm fine with knowing that we do have that. I like it very much. So we've got a lot of workers that are just doing not very much at all right now because, you know, they're, well, they've got nothing to build, so that's just it. Prisoners are coming in. As soon as we've dealt with the prisoners, then we're going to start on a brand new, I would say, substantially large construction project. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Slow down. We want to get a look at these. Look at these guys. Alright, who's this? Anything interesting about this guy? Not really. No, nothing really interesting about these guys at all. I mean, we could read their bios. Warehouse worker from Russia. City, Taganrog, like smoke weed and play violent video games. Character calm, not married. Whoa, who's this? Daniel Dobrelek. I have no idea. Did willfully, unlawfully, and with malice of forethought publish an alleged English-Hungarian phrasebook with intent to cause public turmoil. Whoa, you are quick. This prisoner is usually a fast runner. Well, good luck getting out of this one, boy. I mean, this is something that we really need to be careful about. Prisoners escaping is not something that we're really interested in. Can we actually turn off our prisoner intake? We can't actually turn off our prisoner intake. This worries me greatly. Oh, wait, it's got an entirely new tab right now. Huh, that's crazy. Alright, so daily intake. We can adjust our daily intake. That's kind of cool. Right, so if we take in all prisoners. I want to take in all prisoners. I want to take in all prisoners. We get more money for normal security people, so that's fine. We're just going to leave that ratio as it is for now. I'm not too worried by it. Things might develop, but that's why we're away to put in some fences, which are cheaper than perimeter walls, a lot cheaper than perimeter walls, so that the bad people don't escape. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. And that can go there. That can go there. And that can go there. Yeah, we want to make sure this place is in lockdown. When I say lockdown, I mean lockdown. I don't care if you're a medium security prisoner or a loser security prisoner or whatever. You're gonna find it difficult to get out of here. And that's really something that we can't forget at all. Alright, so we're unlocking prison maintenance. That's great, but I feel that at the same time we need to ensure that we're not lagging. Like we do have access to a regime, but who really cares? Jobs, that's irrelevant at the moment. Needs, we don't have a psychologist yet. Programs, we can't really do any of this. Spiritual guidance, what the heck is this? Led by a spiritual leader in a chapel. Well, perhaps. Could be interesting. Finance, not really relevant. What was I going to do? I can't even remember what I was going to do. Grants. We were going to look at the grants, and we were going to work on cell block A, which is raise our prisoner capacity to 15. Well, what's cell block B? Do we have access to that information yet? 5 more hidden. I would imagine it's probably a hidden one. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna raise our prisoner count way more than 15. We're gonna work towards getting a mega prison, and when I say a mega prison, I mean a mega prison. It's gonna be pretty darn huge. All right, let's plan it out for starters. All right, so we want to get some walls up and running. Maybe that size. I think that size is probably appropriate. Let's think about the size of the room. It needs to be a 2x3, so 2 by 3. So that's going to be the size of a room. Let's use something to signify the size of a room. There we go. And so walls are going to be down here and like that. Okay, and obviously a little space for a door. That's fine. If I just mark where the cells are going to be, we can actually figure out if it's going to be the appropriate size. It's not going to be the appropriate size, so if we move it all up by 1, then that should work. Fingers crossed. Will it work? I'm not entirely sure that it will. I'm not entirely sure that it will. In fact, you know what? No, let's not move it up by 1. Let's shrink it by 1. There we go. Alright. Shrunk by 1, that's fine. So that's going to come down there. We're going to have a wall separating this entire area. And then we will have the same thing again. And it will be that large. And we will have, again, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll have a wall separating the area. And then we'll have that line down there. So prisoners will be able to get down here, and we just want to keep it separated so that we can separate as many prisoners as possible. Wrong thing. Again, I keep on doing this. Alright, that goes there. A wall goes there. We have a space, and we have a wall. I think I would be inclined to extend it to be a little bit longer so that we can fit yet another row of prisoners down. I mean, you know, if we're gonna go halfway to treating them like meat, then we might as well go the whole hog of the way. You know what I mean? There's no point in pretending to be nice and then actually not being nice. We just gotta, you know, play hardball from the very beginning, which is something that I feel kind of guilty about, but at the same time, who really gives a damn? I mean, we can start to give them amenities once we've actually got a prison established and an actual cell block established, but for now, we're just gonna have to give them the darned basics. 15 grand for a cell block, that's a lot of money. And honestly, I have no regrets. No regrets at all. We need to make sure that we are 100% secure in our buildings and whatnot, but whatever. This is going to be a big load. This is going to be a really big load. As you can see, we've already got a lot of materials. A major amount of materials. Which is good, I guess, because it means we can build a lot of stuff. But at the same time, it's filling up our delivery area, which is just one of those things, I guess. Doesn't really make much of a difference to us. All right, let's stick it in. Let's stick it in 3 times speed, because these workers, my estimation would be that it's going to take a long ass time to get anything done. And to be honest, I think this is one of the rare occasions where I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm going to be right. Unfortunately. Is everybody getting annoyed? Anybody getting annoyed at me? Well, don't get annoyed at me, because if you get annoyed at me, I'm going to punish you. And by punishing you, I'm going to torture you, basically. You know, CIA style. That's the business. These workers are actually cracking through this at a fair pace. I'm actually kind of impressed that they've managed to put up an entire building in 24 hours. Bear in mind, it's only a warehouse, I suppose, but hey-ho, it's still quite impressive. Alright, cleaning and groundskeeping. Required foreman. Required foreman. You know what? I knew that we required something else. I just couldn't remember. So I suppose I didn't really know that we needed something else. Alright, let's build the extension. Let's get 2 more offices. Let's knock down this wall there yonder. And beautiful. We've got our brand new prison block that's going to be coming online very, very shortly indeed. This should complete eventually. Come on. After this one guy has, you know, covered all of the muddy patches up with his bare hands. That works. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, an office can go down here. An office can go down here. There we go. Just like that. And a brick wall can go right there. And right there. And right there. And right there. We don't need doors on this nonsense. We don't need to worry about doors or privacy or whatever. Who cares about privacy? This is an office environment. So, well, I suppose just because it's an office environment doesn't mean these people aren't entitled to a little bit of privacy. But you know what? Who really cares? In Orbital Potatoes Prison, the office door is always open. Always open. You know, that's isn't that what good employers say? They're like, oh yeah, my door is always open. Just come speak to me. And some people actually have open doors. We've run out of power. That's terrible. It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty annoying. Capacitor, we've already got one there. Let's build another couple here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, can we turn it on? And yeah, it's overloaded. It's fairly well overloaded, so we can't really muck around with that too much, unfortunately. Hey ho, we tried. We often try to muck around with things and it goes badly. And it, yeah, speech lost my speech for a second there. Are our capacitors fitted yet? Wait, what? What the heck are we doing? What the heck are we doing? I did not want light switch. I did not want light switch. I actually did want capacitors. There we go. 6 grand in capacitors. And that's going to keep us very well future-proofed, I feel. Well, if it doesn't, then we'll be in trouble. All right, let's get ourselves a foreman. And what's next? I can't believe we can hire lawyers now. I think that's really cool. I think that's very cool indeed. Alright, switch on the power. Great. It's not over capacity. No prisoners have escaped. They're all still in the holding cell apart from this one dude. 8 out of 0. We got 0 prisoner cells obviously available at the moment. So, thank our cotton socks that things aren't going too badly. Alright, we can also get the clone tool. We need to invest in that ASAP. Because cloning is amazing, and I'm actually not going to start building the cells until we have that cloning tool, because without the cloning tool, we are nothing. The cloning tool is the only thing that means that building prisons doesn't take a ridiculously long length of time. So, just FYI for you there. Hire 2 janitors. We cannot hire janitors yet. What a crying shame. I don't really care. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Objects. There's a door supposed to be here that we just never got around to building. Let's pay the $50. Let's build the door. Why not? And of course, we've got some fantastic boxes of power switches now, which is highly annoying. But at the end of the day, I've only got myself to blame. What's also good is that we can do this modularly as well, so we can just build like 1 or 2 rows to increase our prison population. So that's really nice. Did I completely mess this up? No, I didn't. That's fine. That's the right size. That's good. That's reassuring. Alright, what just happened? I unlocked cleaning. Cleaning through bureaucracy. Let's get ourselves 2 of these bad boys, because we need them. The janitors. The big J's. The real deal. They're pretty important, you know. Pretty important. Alright. Alright, so the workers are not doing anything at the moment. Let's give them something to do. Let's build a brick wall here. And let's, in fact, you know what? Let's start building the cells. I mean, it's going to be pretty tedious, but honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. Perhaps, you know what, we can get used to the monotony. Perhaps that's a thing that I'll end up really liking. I mean, 6 cells in, 7 cells in, or whatever. Can report, not huge fan of monotony. Hey, maybe it's for other people, just not for me. All right, there we go. Is that right? That's about right. See, doing this backwards is like you gotta be a genius to do this backwards. I'm not implying that I am actually a genius, just that I find it really difficult. Yeah, I'd prefer to go forwards if that's okay. Forwards in the sense of I want to go top down rather than bottom down. Alright. This would still be so much easier with the clone tool. Oh, so much easier. Oh, so much easier. Okay, hire a gardener. You know what? You know what, son? I will actually hire a gardener. And we just got a five grand grant completion payment. That's right. I was struggling to say it for about 10 seconds or so there. I fixed it. I fixed my speech, he says as he mucks it up again. Alright, let's move this across here and let's bring this down this way. To about there. That should fine. That should cover all of the light bulbs in the vicinity. You need to be careful because these prisoners are out now. They're out and about. How's our clone tool coming along? 3 hours left. I like it a lot. Anything else that we potentially want? Not really at this stage in the game. We can have a look at our grants and see if there's anything else we could pick up. Health and well-being. Doctors, medical ward. I sort of want to turn one of these rooms, and perhaps I want to, say, okay, we're going to get the yard and the shower together, and we're going to get rid of them, and we're going to stick in a health and well-being place, which is of course a medical ward. So that's probably something that we'll do. Anything else that's an issue for us? Short-term investment. You know what? Let's do that one. Let's do that one for sure. It's only going to take us 72 hours anyway, so in-game time, that's basically nothing. It's basically non-existent. We are going to get a few more guards on the go. We're going to get 3, 4 more, up to 10. We want to make sure that everything is hunky-dory in prison land. We're also going to set out a basic cell, if that makes sense. We're going to sell out We're not going to sell out. We're going to set out a cell that will be the defining cell for every other cell in the prison. There we go. Beautiful. Let's connect that with pipe as well. Yeah, we'll run a big central pipe down here. Alright, and connect that there. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got the toilet, we've got the bed, we've got the cell designation. Here we go. 2x3, surrounded by doors. It's a bed, and it's indoors. And of course, how could I forget, we need a darn jail door. Well, that's one of the things that we need that I didn't already have, that we should have had at the start, but whatever. That's alright. Obviously, it won't cover the pipes. I have no idea why I actually built the pipe. It was just sort of to see where it needed to be, and indeed, that is where it needs to be. I've got quite an interesting idea, right? My interesting idea is as follows. Where is the drain? Did I hear some rioting? I didn't hear rioting, but I heard some disturbance, so keep it up if you want to get punished, guys. Can we put drains in on top of jail doors? Is that something that we can do? I don't know if it is. It seems like it is. So what about if I have this revolutionary idea of turning this entire corridor into a shower? How do you reckon that would work? I reckon that would work probably pretty atrociously, in all honesty. But I think it would be hilarious, and I think it would be fun to try. So we're going to integrate a drain into our cell design. There are no canteens accessible by this cell. Alright, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As soon as we get the clone tool up and running, which actually happened, then we'll be able to clone stuff to our heart's content. Oh my goodness, this feels amazing. Oh no. Oh no. I messed it up. That's different from everything else. Literally every other cell is different. Oh, I put this bit hanging down rather than standing up. Oh, that's really annoying. Alright. Alright, let's fix this. Guys, give me someone in here. Give me someone in here who can fix problems. I need someone who can fix problems. I need someone who can fix problems like now. Alright. Get me a jail door in there pronto. Get me a drain in here pronto. Get me a wall in here pronto. Dismantle this wall. Get me a wall in here pronto. There we go. Alright. Okay, we shouldn't actually have any prisoners in here because we're not actually finished construction yet. But you know what? If he wants to do that, then that's fine. Wait a minute. I've done this so irregularly. What the heck is even happening? I've done the same thing here as well. Demolish that, demolish that. Get a thingy of concrete in there and there. And try and fix our inconsistency problems. That's really annoying, actually. That's really very annoying. Alright, that's looking a little bit better now. That's looking a little bit better. Let's get the clone tool out. That's not what I actually wanted to clone. Hint, hint. Clone something that I want to clone, please. Orbital potato. Alright, there we go. There. See, this is the thing, right? If you mess up the cloning tool, you're basically screwed. You're basically in for a world of pain, and you need to correct it. And imagine if I'd gone down like half the line with cloning tools and just hadn't seen my mistake. Would have been the most infuriating thing in the world. Probably bar nothing, actually. We're now down to 22 grand, so we're going to need a lot of prisoners to arrive and take us back up to the crazy heights of the 50k that we were standing at. Also, utilities, that's something that I'm going to work on. Alright, where are the toilets going to be? Going to be there. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing to speed up this process. This is all manual. Manual toilet plumbing at its best. Alright. I don't know why I didn't build this pipe further down. I should have, because it's important and it's necessary. Alright, this canteen, there are no canteens accessible by this cell. Prisoners in this cell have nowhere to eat. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I don't know why this is happening, and I don't quite understand what's going on. Logistics? Required prison labor? Is that what we need to unlock where people eat? Cooking, canteening. Canteening, that's what we need. Well, how do I tell my prisoners where to eat? Legal prep? Oh goodness, this is actually really, really cool. Wow. I want to get to that stuff later. But I want to find out how I can do the thingy. Oh, unlocks food logistics. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is exactly what we want. And you know what, ladies and gents, we're probably going to explore that in the next episode. We're going to move all of our prisoners into normal cells. We've already got... No, we haven't got the cell block A requirement yet, although we will very, very soon. We're also going to build a staff room. We're going to build a lot of stuff in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, my name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.